You can find Jillian Fisher and her hilarious videos on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all of these social media platforms. Not her first time joining us here on NHL Network. Jillian, it's the off season. We have trouble coming up with topics. How do you come up with video ideas when there's really no news happening?
I think that's my time to shine. I really do. Because you're really trying to get super creative. I have a really fun video for tomorrow that some people might have got a sneak peek on Instagram that involved dogs. So it's a really fun time to get creative and try to think of what kind of hockey content we can make when there's really no content to make.
It's true, and here we are with you. This is the kind of content we make. Now, this is the fan show, and you're great at touching on all the fan bases in all your videos. So tell us, whose fan base gives you the most positive reaction, and which fan base might be a little bit sensitive at some of your jokes?
There's definitely, I feel like a non-traditional and a traditional hockey market. I hate using that terminology. But you have Nashville, Carolina, Tampa Bay. I feel like they're really receptive to it. And some of the markets like Toronto, Montreal, they're not as excited about what I have to say.
They don't take the jokes as well.
They're old and stodgy, is what she's saying.
No,
stuck in their ways. This is really going to endear yourself to them. I'm sure we'll get much better next year now.
No. It's a fun relationship, I feel like, that I have with all the different fan bases. And it's just, again, not everything is for everyone, and there are people who enjoy it in every fan base, and there are some people obviously who don't in every fan base.
I'm curious what how you film these videos. Do you write them out first? Do you script them? Do you have your jokes or your one-liners planned, or do you kind of just turn on the camera and go, let's see what happens?
It depends on the video. So the ones where I'm wearing every team's shirt, I definitely write that out ahead of time, and then I have a tripod that I just move around the house and figure it out. But a video where I did this summer where I was making bold predictions, that one I'm just kind of winging it. I had written it down on a piece of paper, my 10 bold predictions, we'll call them in parentheses bold. And I'm really kind of just having fun is the main thing, having fun. And all of it really is just to have fun and engage with the fans. Oh, that's the one. Yeah,
that's the bold predictions.
The bold prediction was how many bottles of wine were part of that shoot is the question.
That was so much fun, honestly, because it's just, I think as fans, we really miss it. And I sent out a tweet not that long ago about what we miss about hockey. And a lot of it was just kind of the camaraderie. And I think that's what I think about with hockey is just kicking back, having a couple drinks, and just enjoying hockey with friends. And that's what it really reminded me of.
When you filmed that particular video, wine glass in hand, were you alone?
I was in that case. I had my pugs, but I was alone. Yeah, I know. It's my
no, listen, my kind of woman.
Listen, we're not hating.
It was a fun video, and I would do it again. I just can't make a habit out of that video.
Fair.
But yeah, it's, you know what, that's the best way for me to just kind of let loose and enjoy the summer, enjoy the off season.
All right, so you made a video for bold predictions. Why don't you fill us in on a couple of the ones that were most noteworthy that you made forecasting into next year?
Definitely one that was really noteworthy is my Philadelphia came out, especially when I'm drinking wine. And I said the Pens are not going to make the playoffs. I just feel like they haven't done enough to really convince me after this past season that they're really ready to make the playoffs, and other teams are making moves. I think one of the favorite predictions was that the Colorado Avalanche are going to win the West. And then I also predicted that the Stars will win the Stanley Cup, and that really confused people.
Regular season and playoffs. I'm okay with it.
Johnny gets it.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so that was a really fun one. And I also I made the Preds fans angry, which I shouldn't. They're on my side all the time. But I also said that they might not make the playoffs as well.
So you have the Penguins and the Predators out of the playoffs, despite being an active participant in Smashville. I don't know what's going on here.
And I love Smashville. I really do. I think that was the wine. I did say, you have to look at, that's not sober Jillian there. That's not me. You can't look at sober Jillian. She didn't make that prediction. I think I was just having fun. And, we talk about how tough the Central is. Everyone talks about it. It's such this tough division. And I just love some of the other moves, and I'm really loving some of the other teams in the division.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let's kind of get you back into your fan headspace.
I'm ready.
I'm going to throw a team at you, and I want you to give me your prediction for this team, the St. Louis Blues, the defending Stanley Cup champions.
All right.
How do you see this playing out?
You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Well, are you? You're ready, apparently, because you got something down there in your bag of tricks.
Oh,
there
the
it
St.
is.
Louis Blues. This team here, they handled the pressure of the playoffs for months before the playoffs even started. They were ready to go. And when they found their identity, they became the toughest team to play against. And going into next season, we have almost the exact same roster. We have Binnington, who didn't get nervous in a Game 7 of a Stanley Cup final. So there's no reason for us to doubt his abilities. We have the glue that holds this whole team together in Ryan O'Reilly. And we went Blues, and there's no reason we can do it or can't do it again.
I love how she morphs into the fan.
It's the best part.
It's right there. All right, listen, I'm going to ask you not to make such a big stretch then. What about your hometown, your love affair for Philadelphia? What do you got for the Flyers?
Okay, I don't have the shirt ready for the Flyers here, but I predict Carter Hart becomes a Philadelphia icon. We are so ready for having a goaltender in Philadelphia. We've been waiting our entire lives for this. And it's the season of Carter Hart. You know, there's not a lot really to be. Flyers fans were really nervous about what's going on, what's happening. There's lots going on in the Metro. We're worried about everything that could possibly happen, but we have Carter Hart.
Gotta have Hart.
All right, one more because we love your fan. They're not impressions, but we love your fan gimmick so much. So this one's Jillian's choice. What do you got?
All right, I have, because we talked about it before, my Stanley Cup winner for 2020. We got the prediction here. We all know that the playoffs come down to a hot goalie. And Bishop of the Dallas Stars here, he certainly has that ability. And in front of him, we have Heiskanen, Klingberg, and Lindell. This defense here is built for a deep run, and it doesn't stop there. We have Ben, Sagan, Radulov, who give us that star power, that goal-scoring star power. And now we have Pavs and Perry. We got the depth we need. Everyone, like I said, wants to talk about how tough the Central is. But the Stars, we're a legitimate shot to win the Cup.
Ah, okay.
She knows.
She knows what's going on. She knows what's going on. Be sure to follow Jillian Fisher on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I'm sure we'll be chatting with you throughout the season. Enjoy the rest of your unnewsworthy off season.
It's always fun. Thank you guys so much for having me.